Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video, and yeah, we're going to be doing a guide on Kang Taeshik. I think he's a pretty underrated SR hunter. He's definitely one of the better SR hunters in the game. He's almost like on that SSR level. He does have a really good ability called Bleed that we'll go into. That's kind of like his specialty. But yeah, so I'll go into his weapons, skills, artifacts, and we'll also do a play test. Right now I have him maxed out at level 71. I haven't done this all the way, but I'm saving these resources for more of my SSRs. And then I do have a couple of advancements. I've got a couple dupes, so I have him A2 as well. For his weapon, there are a few different things that you could go. Now, if we look at his recommended stats here, he does scale off attack, crit hit rate, and crit hit damage. So I think probably the better weapons are either going to be ones that increase crit damage or maybe that increase attack. So maybe one of these will be decent, or the elemental weakness you can never really go wrong with. But yeah, so probably one of these weapons, either the crits, the attack damage, or the elemental weakness. I guess you could also go the power gauge acquisition, but I will say he does burn through mana pretty quickly. So it's up to you on how you kind of want to build his weapon out or what you have for him. But those are the recommendations that I would have. Now, I was also looking on YouTube as well. I didn't see many guides on how to build him out. I see tons of guides in terms of how to beat him in the story mode. But yeah, this is more helpful for building him out if you do plan to use him. I can go over some of the skills now. I don't have these leveled up all the way, but I think I have the most important skill leveled up. We can take a look at a couple things here. So first of all, his passive, you can just read really quickly. It does bleed on the target. So basically just when you do any of his abilities, it's going to inflict bleed, which basically just drains their HP a little bit. It's not by a huge amount, but it does help out in most cases. And then in terms of like the advancements, I just have a little bit of increased damage here, but that's basically it. The skill that I did level up was the one that does the bleed. So this is the most important one, is his support skill to level up. Now, you could, if you want to, go ahead and level up his other abilities, but it only does like increased damage, so there's no like effects really on these abilities. Same with his ults. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, I mean the basics don't really do that much, but that's his skills here in a nutshell. I can move on to his artifacts. I'd say there's only like a few different things you could build on him. Obviously the best set that I think is going to be the crit set here, so the hard leather. I didn't get super amazing rolls, but I was looking for attack and crit hit rate. I got attack on the helmet and crit hit, so that was pretty good, but on the rest of it I wasn't too lucky. I was able to get some attack, but I didn't really land any crits, so we are lacking a little bit in the crit department, so hopefully you guys have a little bit better gear than I do. If you're going to go anything else, like if you don't have the hard leather set here, I would probably either go something that would help your team out, either like the demon sets. This does give you increased damage, and the core gauge a little bit, so the dragon's not bad. I think that's kind of it, or maybe like the ignore defense. So those are the other sets that are viable, but I think the hard leather is just the best set on him. And then in terms of jewelry, now I have a little bit of a mismatch, because what I was prioritizing here was basically the crit hit damage. I want dark damage as well. And that's basically it, and as well as of course attack. Now if like, I think it's better obviously to have a set of 4 here. I have 2 behemoth and 2 aquamarine, so you could either go like 4 aquamarine, 4 behemoth. There's a couple other sets that might be good on him as well, like the expert set. This is like the beast set, which gives you increased attack and crit stacking, so that's a pretty good set as well. So there's a few different like jewelry artifacts that are pretty good on him. So this one is really up to you guys. This is just kind of like what I'm using, because I was able to land I think a good amount of crit damage like this. These earrings landed crit hit twice. So if you look at his overall stats, he has a good amount of attack. He has not great crit rate, so I got to work on the crit hit, but he does have good crit hit damage. So when he does crit, he's going to do a good amount of damage here. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much his build in a nutshell. I'll go ahead and just do a playtest. I'll go to Battlefield of Trials for this, I guess. And I'm on Hunters. I'll just do like 425. I was just playing around with this a little bit earlier just to make sure he was actually viable and does some damage. And yeah, I think he does as well. So I'll kind of take a look at his play kit here. I am going to start with my other hunters just so we can see when we swap him in what he does. So let's kind of look for the damage here. Yeah, so Cha. I'm not going to say he's as good as an SSR, but he's definitely close. So that was his swap-in skill, whatever you want to call it. This is E. Yeah, so he's outputting some decent damage here. I accidentally took a little bit of damage. Okay, we almost have his ult, and then we can see how much that does. Now the important thing here is you can see the little purple icon below the health bar. That's going to be his bleed. So that is taking effect here. We can go ahead and ult. Camera was a little bugged there, but yeah, seems like it does pretty good damage. So that's pretty much it, guys. Definitely not a bad hunter if you do have them, especially if you're free to play and maybe if you don't have too many SSRs. Definitely a good option to have in your hunter lineup, and then especially if there's any bosses that are weak to dark, he's going to be very good. Yeah, 126k damage right there. So pretty good numbers, guys. I hope this video was helpful. I'll go ahead and just exit the playtest. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys have any questions, or maybe if there's any other hunters you want to see. I've done some guides on most of the SSRs. I think there's a couple I'm missing just because I don't have them on my account yet, but I'm going to do a pretty big summons video pretty soon, right when Alicia drops, or Alicia, however you pronounce her name, the water, the new water-based hunter. I'll be summoning for her and going kind of crazy there, so look out for that. Like I mentioned, drop a comment down below if you have any questions or want to see anything in the future. And yeah, thanks again for tuning in. I meant to say take care, and yeah, I'll catch you guys next time, right? Okay, peace.